Hello everybody, welcome to Chelsea Re-Seen. Meatloaf said it best, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. We've still got Leicester and Tottenham, even if the Champions League is gone. And as we take a little look at some of our behind-the-scenes footage from training out of the new camp, Pat Nevin, it was just one of those nights where individual errors were costly. It wasn't a bad performance over 2 legs, was it?
And not a huge amount of errors, but every one that happened, they're a good side. I actually thought there were lots of positives to take out of the game. I thought we kind of held on to the ball a lot better than most teams. Been in a lot of games at the Nou Camp. Not many teams have about 46-47% possession and get behind their defence, but when we made mistakes, they were absolutely clinical. And, you know, saddened for the lads, but also there's a wee bit in there that thinks, yeah, that's all right. You play like that most weeks and you'll be fine.
And they were having a chat afterwards, Pat. Was he saying, can you come and sign for me? Was he saying, you're good enough without our assistance? What do you think?
I suspect he's saying to him, I used to mark a guy called Maradona, which Antonio did, and you might be better, mate. And that's saying so much, because Maradona was fantastic. We didn't get beat by Barcelona. We got beat by Messi.
There was some good news from Spain. It came from the under-19s back in the UEFA Youth League, having won it 2 of the 3 years they've been in it. They're in another semi-final, Pat, having beaten Real Madrid away in the quarters from behind.
Yeah, their goal was brilliant, but we came back under a lot of pressure. And by the way, no surprises, Madrid are a really good side, Real. Come back into that, get their level, and get ahead with this one. And
Maradona eat your heart out.
VAR, fortunately, was not in play on the day.
He didn't look guilty, did he? He kept looking around to see, did anyone see me? The
referee on this side, he's got to be able to see that. The referee's never going to see it finish.
Deschamps Medan making it 2-1 and 3-1, and so you think, okay, no problem here. But then,
do you know that phrase of, I could have scored that one? Well, we'll find that out in a minute. He was sent off for this. This is the stupidest sending off you're just ever going to see, purely because he trod on his foot. It's a foul. Silly. However,
then they're on the rack until this in added time.
Ben, you could have scored this.
I would have scored this with my head. Is that not the point you use your backside or your head?
I was actually going to. I
was
think
that
I
disrespectful?
Would turn round, flick it up and back heel in.
Long weekend in Nyon at the end of April. Porto in the semi-final and hopefully the final on Monday. Also, the youth team at under-18 level, they had a league game on Friday and they beat Brighton. They're flying clear at the top of that league. Again, they're going to win the southern section by an absolute streak. The highlight was this, the 4th goal, Clinton Mola. Wallop.
Once again, the goalkeeper has got a cheek even diving for it. I mean, you have no chance of that. What a leather that is. Top corner, and once again, we don't tend to worry too much about the kids, do we? No. They're brilliant. They keep on getting stronger. Every year we keep on developing players. They'll not all get to the first team, but they will all, or quite a lot of them, will get good professional contracts throughout their career, and that's a good thing.
Good luck to Jody and the boys in the Premier League Cup final on Cobham on Sunday morning. Now, there's been another game since we were last with you. It was Crystal Palace here. It wasn't overly thrilling. Martin Kelly had fun, didn't he? Had a massive hand in the 2 Chelsea goals that won it. A frustrating day for Roy Hodgson, who nearly nicked a point and nearly had his head taken off.
Yeah, but you've got to chest that down. You've got to chest that down, bring it half volley over to Antonio Conte. Had it come to Antonio, he would have brought it down and have passed it cleanly back onto the pitch.
Now, the other highlight of the Palace game, Cundy's hiccups. Relentless.
7 minutes than Benteke did in the first 45, excuse me.
Agreed. Was that a little hiccup?
I've got the hiccup.
Yeah.
More so, there's sort of Morata on the...
Are the hiccups gone?
Yeah. I tried a new. I think you might have actually told me that where you breathe in through a very small part of your mouth and then you hold it for 30 seconds.
Hold it all in.
And then you blow it out for a very small.
You do that, it works. Try it, people.
It does work. Proof.
Blissful to have Cundy shut up for a reasonable amount of time. Doesn't usually happen. That brings us to this week's Mr. Assister. Ola Reina set up a goal for Hull, who are pulling clear of trouble. And 4 goals scored by 2 players. Kennedy on loan at Newcastle. Big win for Rafa's Toon against Southampton. And Michy Batshuayi took his Dortmund total to 7 already. Absolutely brilliant, including a 95th minute stoppage time winner that apparently got me like lightning. This is young speak for made me very excited. That's it for Game of Players. Right, trivia time. It involved Mark Hughes, last week's question, who was supposed to be joining us for Match Night Live, the second leg of the Barcelona tie, but he went and got the Southampton job on the very same day. So it was about him. It was about him substituting Jody Morris, which was what was supposed to be happening in the studio on Wednesday night. The question was, when did Mark Hughes replace Jody Morris to great effect here at Stamford Bridge as a substitute? And the answer was Vicenza.
Long clearance from him down to Hughes. Oh, what a finish! What a finish!
What a goal. Chelsea through, and the rest is European Cup Winners' Cup history. Well done, Pratik, Thierry and Zakir for being the first 3 names we pulled out. This week's question concerns this weekend's Oppo, Leicester.
Actually, I love this question. Which 2 former academy players at Chelsea went on to Leicester and actually won the Premier League with them?
One's easy, one's not. So get your thinking caps on, Pratik, Thierry, Zakir and co. Right, let's move on to the Chelsea ladies. They've got 2 huge Champions League legs coming up against Montpellier, and you can see them live here on Chelsea TV. Now, in terms of the first team, Pat, back on the horse.
Yeah.
Can't be moping about Barcelona. Straight back into training for a tough cup tie. Leicester obviously haven't been running around in midweek.
The thing is, you never do. You never go and mope about training because footballers are trained to do that. Get back in, you've got another big game, something else to concentrate on. And to be fair, it's a great help to the players as well that they know that this one's a big one as well. We're right in the middle of 3 massive games just now. We've played okay against Barca, but we're out. But we've got another quarter-final against Leicester. We've got to do our best in that one, and of course looming after that Spurs as well. We've got to go on a run now, and the way we played against Barcelona, I think we're quite capable of doing that. But don't forget, Leicester are playing well just now as well. Vardy's on fire, and Mahrez has decided to get out of his huff as well, so this is going to be a right good cup tie. I think it'll be really open.
Remember, no replays now at the quarter-final stage of the FA Cup. I'm going for a nervy Chelsea win in extra time. Patrick?
I would say a high-scoring one, and I think Chelsea will get probably 3 goals, and that'll be enough to win the game.
And go to Wembley. Again. FA Cup, bring it on. See you next time.
Azpilicueta! Oh, where's he pulled that from? Hazard and Alonso! Buried in the corner. Alonso's there again and he's scored again! Azpilicueta, it's a Morata! Bang, bang! Kanté urged to shoot. Oh, he squeezed it in!